Hey everyone, I'm Sly here with D, and we're gonna talk about the fight that just ended between Pitbull Cruz and Gamboa. D, crazy fight. Pitbull, man, just freaking kept knocking him down until finally freaking boom, clock Gamboa went to the ropes. Ref stopped the fight. He was taking bad punishment. What are your thoughts on everything, man?
My thoughts are Isaac Cruz came with the purpose. He wanted to make a statement in that division, to the Haney, to the Cambosas, to the Ryan Garcia, to the Tanks. Like, listen, I'm still a fighter to be reckoned with, and I'm coming for y'all. And so that was a big statement because, Devin Haney couldn't even knock him out.
Yeah.
Now, Styles does make fights. I know Devin Haney, he's more of a counterpuncher, defensive fighter. But that's still like a huge win under his belt because it was only 2 years ago that fight was. So the fact that he got him out within the 5th round with the TKO, it was just brutal. And as far as Cambosa, time to hang him up. Mm-hmm. This is his 3rd loss in a row. First it was against Tank by a TKO on the 12th. Unanimous decision by Devin Haney, and now brutal knockout. He was knocked down 3 times, and in the first round, he was on wobbly legs. He was pretty much like doing the moonwalk the whole fight. And so I think for Isaac Cruz, I would love to see him versus Ryan Garcia because that's with even though Isaac Cruz is a little bit wild, he does have power.
Yeah.
And then as far as you get hate on Ryan Garcia, he has over 20 fights, 23 fights, 18 knockouts. So he's almost at 80% knockout ratio. So both guys are going to be swinging for the fences. So that's going to be a fight that I want to see. And that was just a good statement win.
Yeah, man. First of all, Gamboa, he's got to call it quits. He's 40 years old. Like you said, 3 losses in a row. Like I said, he's such an action fighter, but he's done, man. Everything we've seen from him, he's been knocked out quite a few times. In this last one, oh my gosh, like you can see his eyes roll back. It was pretty bad. The ref pretty much saved him. So Gamboa, great career, but it's time to call it quits. Isaac Cruz, man, the guy freaking just throws power shots all the time. I think if he uses his jab more, he could have probably finished him sooner. But like I said, he looked good. Great way to end the fight. Right now he's a hot ticket, Right after the fight, you said that Oscar said...
he just tweeted. He said, $1 million, Isaac Cruz at Ryan Garcia. Let's go.
Yeah, so that just happened right now. That's the fight that everyone wants after this fight. So it would be such a great fight. I'm looking forward to that fight. Maybe in the summer they could make that fight. And I can't wait because you have 2 guys that like throwing haymakers, like throwing chingazos, like we like to say in Spanish. And I want to see that fight. Isaac Cruz, it looks like he's getting better. He's only 24 years old, So, after that Tank fight, it was such a close fight. He's getting better. And, that's a dangerous fight right now. I'll just say right now. We'll talk about that later if that fight happens. But that right there is a dangerous fight. And great win for Isaac Cruz. He's moving on to bigger and better things. I liked what I saw.
And just want to touch on the Gamboa real quick. I just think it's just a devastating career, man. If you guys don't know the story... this guy was supposed to be one of the best up there. Floyd was supposed to take him. He was supposed to be in Tate's position. Floyd promised him that he was going to take him under his wing, and then Floyd ended up in jail, and that pretty much ruined his whole freaking career because then he was on layoff. He wasn't getting the good fights. He wasn't getting the fights for the belts, and then so when he was already going a little bit past his prime, when he had that Terrence Crawford fight. That pretty much ruined his whole carear. Yeah,
and I'll say even before that, when he was with Top Rank, he was supposed to have a mega fight with freaking Lopez, because both Puerto Rican versus Puerto Rican. But Bob Arum, what did he do? He procrastinated. And both these fools got losses. That was supposed to be one of the biggest fights out there. But his career. Honestly, it's been messed up by promotions and everything. Yeah, so best of luck to him in the future. But Isaac Cruz, man, love what I saw to him. Like I said, if he uses his jab more and not go headhunting every time, But man, there's so many opportunities for him after this fight. I just can't wait. Should be great. But anyways, that's all we got pretty much. Yeah, anything else?
Yeah, so I think that pretty much opened the doors for Isaac Cruz. After a tough loss with the Tank. Now we get to see where his next move is because he's ready, man. He wants the blood.
Yeah, man. So that's what we got, guys. Let us know what you guys think about the fight. Let us know if Isaac Cruz, Ryan Garcia intrigues you. Comment down below. Like this video. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.